punch again. A trail of breadcrumbs blowing in the wind. I went down that road again. I went down that road. I went down that road again. I went down that road.
This broadcast is a production of Oneida Indians Live and the Oneida Special School District. No part of the audio or video from this broadcast may be redistributed or retransmitted without express written consent from the Oneida Special School District.
The following is a presentation of Oneida Indians Live in collaboration with the IH Sports Network and South Fork Network.
The TMS AA Area 2 playoffs are among us, and the Oneida Indians are one win away from moving on to the TMS AA Area 2 championship for the third straight season. Hello, everybody, and welcome into Oneida Indians Live here this evening. Bo Kid here with the call alongside Jonathan Markham as the Oneida Indians 8-0, a perfect regular season, will enter tonight's contest against the 5-4 Sweat Bees of Dayton City Schools here this evening. Johnny, we take a look at the schedule for both teams. Of course, let's start off with Dayton City. You actually went down and spoke with head coach Luke Barnes for a moment there with Dayton City. 5-4 on the season. They earned wins over Rockwood, Meigs County, Harriman, and Sale Creek during the regular season. Losses to Grundy County, Jasper, Ray Middle School, Ray County, and Wartburg before getting the playoff opening win there in the quarterfinals against Cumberland Gap. This is a team, if you look at them out there on paper, you look at them out there on the field right now, in their road whites there with the blue trim, this is a pretty good-sized team coming in here from Dayton City.
I mean, yeah, I'd absolutely agree with that. They seem to have a good amount of size on them. I'd expect a lot of physicality just from the looks of it, but, I mean, it's a football team. You can never really know how they're going to play just by looking at them. The Oneida Middle School Indians entering the game 8-0 on the season. Wins against Rockwood, Cumberland Gap, La Follette, Lake City, Huntsville, Soldiers Memorial, Jacksboro, and Birchfield. And that also includes 3 shutouts this year for the Oneida Indians. Coach Jason Terry really has his team playing and starting to kick on all cylinders. Absolutely. And then the story of this defense, it's wild. Of course, you got Tate Shepard leading the way with the tackles. It's wild the amount of tackles he has. Really, he's an 8th grader. I want to see how he fits into Coach May's defense, or I guess I should say Mark Martin's defense, going into next year, how he fits alongside people like Ben Gilbert and Braden Birchfield in that linebacker core. I mean, I'd love to see, Tate Shepard and really all these people, Caden Keaton, Gage Duncan, all these people. I think they could be great assets to the high school's defense when they come up, and I'm excited to see them play tonight and see what they have to offer to us.
Of course, this is a team in Dayton City that Oneida has defeated the last 2 seasons before going on to the Area 2 championship, where they have won the last 2 years. Coach Jason Terry, once again, and his crew, his staff, have done a fantastic job with this program over the last few years, and don't expect to see anything different tonight. Oneida coming in with I'm not going to necessarily say a chip on their shoulder, but this is a team that has ran off a lot of impressive wins this year, and we talked about it beforehand. The statistics that we have are pretty spot from what we've got, but spot on, excuse me. But the one thing that stood out to us was the amount that Oneida has outscored their opponents in the first quarter and second quarters. Definitely 56-0 in the first quarter, 91-24 in the second quarter. So outscoring their opponents 147-24 in the first half. That just shows to me the intensity that Coach Terry expects out of his team early on in a contest.
The intensity and the mentality, for sure. That mentality of get in there early, get your points, get in there, beat them, and then we can play with a comfortable lead for the rest of the game, most likely. It's great.
We are 13 and a half minutes away from kickoff. We're going to take a couple of minutes for our sponsors here this evening. Come back and we will talk starting lineups here for these teams momentarily here on OIL and the IH Sports Network.
I'm Blake Culver. new market leader at United Cumberland Bank. While I'm new to the bank, I'm not new to banking. I come with many years' experience and a lot of relationships built. I'm really excited about what the bank is looking at doing here and growing our relationships and growing our presence in the Scott County market. I think it's a good opportunity and a good time to give United Cumberland Bank a look.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to those who have supported South Fork Physical Therapy for the past 20 years. Because of you, we have been able to live and work in the community we love. We appreciate you, Scott County.
Vigilance Security and Technology offers cutting-edge security solutions tailored for industrial, commercial, and residential spaces. With our 4K resolution cameras, expert installation, and comprehensive networking services, you'll experience unparalleled clarity and peace of mind. Secure your future with the team that goes the extra mile. Call Vigilance today. 423-286-3533.
Tommy's Motorsports is East Tennessee's premier power sports dealership. We're a full-service dealership offering sales, parts, and service with 2 locations to serve you. In Clinton, you'll find Kawasaki, Suzuki, Yamaha, Wave Runner, Polaris, Slingshot, and Homestead trailers. In Crossville, you'll find Honda, Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, Bad Boy, Roxor, and Yamaha. Come in today and see why Tommy's Motorsports has developed the highest reputation for quality and customer service.
And back here on Oneida Indians Live in the IH Sports Network as the Oneida Middle School Indians 8-0 begin to final preps tonight for their matchup with the Dayton City Sweat Bees. 5-4 coming into this contest here in the TMSA Area 2 semifinals this evening. The winner of this gets the Bulldogs of Wartburg Central Middle School next Saturday at 3 p.m. over in Jacksboro at Campbell County High School for the chance at a championship. Oneida looking for a three-peat, Johnny. This is a team that, as an 8th grader, I mean, let's be honest, you've only lost, I think, 1 game in your entire career in middle school. That would be a great thing to hang the hat on.
Honestly, Jason Terry's done well coaching this team. He's led this team to many championships. And if you remember, before the three-peat, the year before that, we made a championship appearance.
Mm-hmm.
That was my 8th grade year, actually. But we did end up falling short there. But, I mean, we're in the championship just about every year. I got to commend Coach Jason Terry for the work he's done with these kids and the kids he's preparing to take on high school ball and all that he's done.
You know, we've had a long lineage of successful middle school programs here at Oneida. I was a part of one of the first ones to ever play in a state championship for Oneida back in 2000 and fall of 2000 in a triple overtime loss to Harriman in a state championship game. That was actually played over at Anderson County High School back then. But you know, you look at, and that was Kevin Terry that was coaching the Indians at that time. Coach Heath Sexton did a phenomenal job with this program as well. Coach Jason Terry doing a great job now with this team. And we talk about it. We take a look at the statistics and the starting lineups. We'll talk about the starting lineups here momentarily. But I want to look at some of the statistics for Oneida. Unfortunately, we don't have anything for Dayton City before tonight's. But the thing that stands out to me for the Oneida Middle School Indians, check out the rushing yardage that they have this year in 8 games, 1,446 yards.
That's a lot.
They've only lost 35 yards on carries all year long. And most of those are probably going to come from sacks.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, that just tells you how strong this team has been this year on the ground for Oneida, and they're headed up by that 2-headed monster in the backfield of Gage Duncan and Cannon Gazay.
Absolutely. Cannon Gazay, obviously, doesn't get as many carries as Gage Duncan, but
only three difference.
Well,
there's only
three difference. But if you look here, Cannon Gazay also gets the most receiving attempts.
Yes, he
for
does.
the Indians. So he's kind of just like a dual threat receiver, running back. He can do it all out there offensively, and I'm excited to see what he does tonight. Honestly.
Duncan with 622 yards on the ground this year, 12 touchdowns. Gazay 613 yards, 11 touchdowns. So just over 1,200 yards of rushing between those two. 23 times they've found the pay dirt for Oneida. That's a phenomenal number. Definitely nothing to shake your fist at, I can promise you there. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. We'll start it off with Dayton City, as they will send out on offense tonight. Left tackle will be number 74, Noah Daniels. Left guard, number 65, Graydon Stepp. Center is going to be number 66, Easton Bell. Right guard is number 59, Corbin Miller. Right tackle, number 70, Colin Miller. Tight end, number 10, Sammy Sanchez. Wideouts, Isaac Rigby and Raiden King. Fullback, 30, Damian O'Rafferty. Tailbacks, number 16, Sam Walton. And the quarterbacks, number 21, Jack Barnes. We're going to take a quick break and recognize the national anthem. We'll be back momentarily with the rest of the starting lineups here on OIL and the IH Sports Network.
Since 2004, we have had the privilege to treat and forge relationships with so many in our community. Over the years, it has been our goal to provide caring, effective, and professional care to the people of Scott and surrounding counties. From the sidelines to the clinic, our staff supports the student athletes and coaches of our schools. As we celebrate 20 years of South Fork Physical Therapy, we want to say thank you for trusting us for all of your physical therapy needs.
My name is Wayne King. I'm owner-operator of Baby J's Pizza. We've been in business since 2017, and we think we have the best pizza in town. We have our regular hand-tossed pizzas. We have thin crust. We have thin crust cauliflower. We also offer vegan. We also offer dairy-free, gluten-free. We have low-carb, no-carb. We have a wide variety because we want to serve the best customer base possible and give everybody the opportunity to experience a good pizza.
Twin K Enterprises is more than just concrete. We have all sizes of septic tanks available, poured on site at our Oneida plant with quality you expect from Twin K products, and state certified in both Tennessee and Kentucky. We also offer rock and gravel for your next driveway project, landscaping rock, sand, and concrete supplies, and of course, delivery is always available. Make Twin K a part of your next home improvement project. Call 569-6341.
If you vape, you could be inhaling toxic metals into your lungs. To show how scary that is, we made Metal Monster. With special effects that show metal particles being inhaled. And music that would have made your heart race. But nothing is as scary as the facts. Vaping can deliver toxic metals like nickel and lead into your lungs. That's metal in your lungs.
Tail slate.
And back here on Oneida Indians Live in the IH Sports Network, as we were just speaking about the starting lineups tonight. We talked about the offense for Dayton City. Let's look at their defense. The defensive ends will be number 16, Sam Walton, number 65, Graydon Stepp, Defensive tackles will be the Millers, again, number 59, Corbin Miller, number 70, Colin Miller. Looks like a 4-4 is what they're going to be playing. Inside linebackers will be number 66, Easton Bell, number 30, Damian O'Rafferty. Outside linebackers, number 10, Sammy Sanchez, number 21, Jack Barnes. The two corners will be Raiden King and Noah Noble. And the safety in the middle will be number 15, Andon Friels. Dayton City coached by Luke Barnes alongside the assistant coaches Jake Miller, Montre Jackson, Brent Rapson, and Mikey Daniels. Now let's take a look at the starters for Oneida as you see the Indians taking the field this evening. Offensively for the Indians, it'll be Hudson Culver starting at tackle, along with Tate Shepard. The guards for Oneida will be Trendon Blevins and Dylan Vaughn. Center will be Thomas Burris. Tight end will be Caden Keaton. Wide receivers will be Sawyer Barnes and number 6, Abram Rector. You'll see Cannon Gazay at running back and Gage Duncan, of course, back there as well. And then Joe Klein at quarterback. Then defensively for the Indians, he didn't give me no defensive starters. I'm telling you, that sounds like a Jason Terry thing.
It absolutely does. I can't refute that.
The captains at midfield for the Indians, looks like it's going to be number 1. Looks like it's going to be the entire 8th grade, actually. But the key ones in the middle of the field will be number 1, Sawyer Barnes, number 9, Job Klein, number 63, Thomas Burris, and number 12, Raiden Goodman.
Goodness, they got a lot of 8th graders on this team, don't they?
There are a lot of 8th graders on this team.
That's
yes,
good
sir.
for us.
That's a great thing. You love to see as many of those young men coming up next year for Coach Jim May and the high school team. For Dayton City, your captains tonight, number 70, Colin Miller, number 65, Graydon Stepp, number 74, Noah Daniels, and number 59, Corbin Miller. All linemen. Very rarely do you ever see that one, a captain's crew of all linemen. I love it.
I think it should happen more. I mean, the linemen, they don't really get appreciated as much as they should. They're the reason why.
We're the unsung heroes, my friend.
That's what Trophy Masters call them. But they're the like you said, they're the unsung heroes. They're the ones that keep that offense in check, make sure everything works, all the cogs in the machine.
Coin toss. And coming up here for this one, Oneida going with the gray on gray this evening with orange numerals trimmed in white, as Dayton City in the road whites, blue numerals. Dayton City has won the toss. They're going to defer, which means Oneida is going to get the ball to start this contest. Dayton City getting ready to take the field down to our north end zone. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16 8th graders out there for the Indians.
Goodness.
I think last number I heard was 61 on the roster this year.
I'll say this.
For Coach Terry in the middle school Indians.
This is a team where they have a lot of 8th graders leaving, but I do not question their ability to play well next year.
Oh, no.
Especially with the new 6th graders coming in. They got a good bunch of 7th graders that'll be leading the team as 8th graders. Good bunch of 6th graders that'll be, riding the high of 7th grade, if you can even call it that. But I genuinely don't question this middle school team's ability to be a threat next year.
23 7th graders follow this 8th grade group.
That's a good amount of 7th graders.
That's unbelievable. That is just an unbelievable sight to see, especially if you are an Indians fan. So we are getting set to take the field here. It's going to be number 16, Sam Walton, to kick it off here for the Sweatbees. And for the Indians, back deep, looks to be number 3, Cannon Gazay, and I believe that's Parker Burke over there on the far side.
Don't look at me, I can't tell.
We got to get you some glasses, Bubba.
I probably do need glasses in all reality.
Oh, when your dad's sitting right next to you, maybe you ought to. Coach Devlin Larkin running our clock here this evening.
The clock sloth's back. He's shaking his head at me right now.
The Akers clan over here to my right with the PA tonight. Kevin and Josh do a fantastic job here at Jim May Stadium. And it looks like it's going to be an onside kick from Walton immediately. They may not just do onside kicks. We'll have to see. The kick. It is going to be an onside, and it's going to be scooped up and brought down by number 0, Caden Keaton, right at the 49-yard line. So that's where the Indians will take over here, right at midfield to start this one off.
It's a good job of stopping that ball, making sure the offense can't even get their hands on it. Or I guess not the offense. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I got you. Great job there. So a second rolls off. The Indians will take control right at midfield. Short field position to start it off. And Job Klein's in the shotgun with 2 receivers set back to each side. Motion by Keaton. Handed off, and this one is Gazay. He'll run it all the way across. He'll get out of bounds, tackled by number 10. That is Sammy Sanchez, but not before a gain of 9.
That's just Candy Gazay working his magic right there, going for 9.
Pitched. And that's going to go to Duncan. Duncan stopped for no gain.
Well, I gotta say, I admire the amount of fight he had in him. He attempted not to go down there, for sure.
But he's going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage, 3rd down and 1. Here with 12 seconds ran off the clock. 3rd and 1, the Indians looking for a first down here to get things started.
It's going under center now.
Klein turns, hands it off. Trying to bounce it to the outside. He will get the first down before he's knocked out of bounds by number 10, Sanchez. But that moves the ball just inside the 40. He's at the 39-yard line, and it's a fresh set of downs for the middle school Indians.
They're a big fan of that outside run, at least this early on in the game.
If you notice, I believe everything's been to the near sideline as well. They've still yet to go towards Dayton City sideline.
True.
3 straight handoffs, though, to Gazay, or 1 to Gazay, 2 to Gage Duncan. And now the Indians will line it back up. Split out, twins to the left side in the shotgun. Running back to the right of Klein. Now he'll shift left. Man in motion is Gazay. He'll fake it. The throw, that's a slip right there, and that is an incomplete pass as he was looking for Caden Keaton on the hot route, basically, by the tight end. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And I'll say, having watching Caden Keaton played, if he doesn't slip, I guarantee he catches that every time, and it's a good gain, too.
Young man does a great job at getting upfield once he makes the reception. There's no doubt about it.
Plays a lot like his brother in that regard.
Very much so, yes. The front line of Dayton City, that is a big front line defensively, so you're going to have to try to maybe get outside on those young men. Hand off, and there's the pitch to the outside. It's Gazay trying to get to the outside. Stiff arms one, and he's on the outside.
Stiff arm.
First down, Indians, and we have a sweat bee down around the 39-yard line. Looks like they're going to say that he was forced out right around the 30. And we're going to take a break, come back here in about, we'll say 30 seconds as they check on this young man. We'll be back here first quarter, 7:29, still scoreless on OIL and the IH Sports Network.
Danny's Drugs has been dedicated to providing patients with quality healthcare services since 1966. From our beginnings as a fountain drugstore to our current location on the 4 lane in Oneida, one thing has remained the same: exceptional service. Our staff of highly motivated and carefully trained professionals understand your needs and respond to them in a personal and friendly manner. Our staff works together as a team to provide the finest patient care available. That's Danny's Drugs, putting patients first since 1966.
Back here on Oneida Indians Live and the IH Sports Network, Raiden King was the sweat bee that was shaken up on that one. Oneida 3rd and 1, and it's a bobbled snap. Klein has to just fall down on it, and that is going to be a loss of about a yard. So now Oneida going to be faced with a 4th and 2.
I'll say it's always bad when that happens, but that's a good job by Job Klein to keep it in front of him, keep it, within his reach. At least, nothing bad happened. looks like they're going to go for it.
Oh, no question about it. I think this is 4-down territory for Coach Terry all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Klein lines up under center. Hand it off. It's a pitch outside to Kazay. Kazay, can he get to the corner? There's going to be a flag on the play. It's going to be a hold. I say that one's going to be coming back, folks, as that was thrown by the head umpire behind or at the back, the head official, and that is going to be a hold against the Indians. So marking it off 10 yards, and now the Indians going to be faced with a 4th and 12.
Now, if you had this team's offense, what would you do in this situation? Is
I
this punt territory?
I don't know. I've seen this team play a lot of games this year, and I think with Coach Jason Terry and his crew, I think they're going to go for this either way. I think he has the confidence in his defense to go ahead and give them the opportunity here if they don't get it. And then offensively, I think he's going to split it out and try to get some yardage here, as that's what he does. He goes twins to the right. Klein takes a step, throws it up. No, it's incomplete, as the intended pass was to Gazay. Turnover on downs, and Dayton City will get their first shot at offense here with 6:37 to play in the first quarter.
You talk about that, about punting and going for it on 4th down. This Oneida defense is solid, and they are still just at their own, I believe that's the 41.
Yep, Dayton City's 41-yard line, as the quarterback Jack Barnes gets the call from the sideline. They'll come out in a I formation. They are they're a player short. And now they're going to have to call a timeout. They've only got 10 men out there on the field. Timeout, Dayton City will take the same. Come back here in a minute here on OIL on the IH Sports Network.
Home-style cooking with friendly service in a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razak's. Razak's offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razak's has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches, to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. Razak's. Country cooking and great steaks.
Back here on OIL on the IH Sports Network now, Dayton City set up. They've got twins to the near sideline in the I formation. Once again, that's Jack Barnes under center. As the first snap is a handoff up the middle, and he is met rudely at the 45-yard line. That is number 16, Sam Walton.
That is a big running back.
He was tackled there by number 22, Gage Duncan. It's a gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Straight eye once again. Receiver to each side. Barnes looks down, gets under center, takes the snap, and it's a quick handoff back up the gut. And he is stopped quickly. That was Damian O'Rafferty on the run, but he was met rudely at the line of scrimmage by Tate Shepard. That is a no gain on the play, and now 3rd and 7 for Dayton City, as they're going to be met with a little bit of yardage here to try to pick up their first down of the game.
That's a great tackle there by Tate Shepard, just hitting that gap, allowing no yards. Good blocking by the offense for the most part from what I saw, but,
Tate flies to the ball very well from the linebacker position. Twins to the near sideline, still in the I formation, is Dayton City. Handoff, they try to counter it back once again. And once again, that is Sam Walton, who is met by Tate Shepard.
Tate Shepard again.
He's going to pick up a yard on that one, but that's still going to bring up a 4th and 6 here for Dayton City. Question is, do you punt now? Defense held well the first time for Dayton City. I think if you are the Sweat Bees, I think you try to pin Oneida back as far as possible here.
By the looks of it, that's what they're doing.
So it looks like and that's exactly what they're going to do. Punt formation. Looks like they may be a man short. Here comes one more. But it looks like it may be a delay of game coming if they do not hurry up and get on the ball if you're Dayton City. Back deep, the punt is Walton. And he'll get it away.
That's a solid
punt. And it's fielded at the 30 by Gazay.
Oh, he's going. He's going.
Gazay up the sidelines. He's got a block. Can they block off Walton? He does. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Indians. Cannon Gazay from 70 yards out puts the Indians up early 6-0 here with 3:50 to play.
What can this kid not do? He can rush, he can receive, he can return. What can this kid not do? All those R words.
He found a nice block up the far sideline and was able to spring that one. Once again, a 70-yard return for the Indians puts Oneida up 6-0. Going for 2 is Oneida. Job Klein in the gun with a pair of running backs to each side. Handoff goes to Duncan. He's going to try to bounce it out. Can he get it upfield? Oh. Runs over one. Does he stay up? He does. He gets it in the end zone for 2, and Oneida leads it 8-0. 3:50 to play here in the first quarter. We'll be back on Oneida Indians Live in the IH Sports Network.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
When your job requires concrete, call Twin K Enterprises. We take pride in both residential and commercial projects. Our concrete is state certified and lab tested with proven high strength mixed results. We have certified facility operators and mixed design technicians to be sure our customers get the best mix the first time, every time. Twin K has 6 concrete plants to serve the entire Highway 27 corridor from Georgia to Kentucky. Twin K, call 569-6341.
Picked up by Sanchez on the kickoff at the 25-yard line was Dayton City. He'll run it all the way back to the 40-yard line before being tackled there by a host of Indians led by number 14. That is Brody West. As he was tackled now, I believe, they're going to spot that at the 41-yard line where Dayton City will take over 1st and 10.
Right back where last drive ended is where this one will start.
Twins to the near side. Sticking in the I formation is Dayton City. Barnes under center, takes the snap, turns, hands off to Walton. Walton getting to the outside, picks up some good yardage before Tate Shepard gets a grab on him there at the 49-yard line.
It's a solid run there from Walton.
Raiden Goodman also in on the tackle. Second and 2 at the 49. They flip the formation, Twins to the far side. Barnes turns around, hands to Walton once again, right at the center of that line. Looks like he is taken down right at midfield, right at the 50. I think he's going to be short by about a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
I'm going to say it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Tate Shepard show tonight.
Yeah, Tate's already.
I don't think there's been a tackle that he hasn't been a part of.
That's 4.
Assisted or unassisted.
Yep, 3 solos and an assisted tackle so far for that young man, and now a 3rd and 1. Barnes draws the Indians off sides, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty and give Dayton City an easy first down. The Sweat Bees get their first down of the evening at 2:10 left to go in the first quarter. And now they are in Oneida territory. 1st and 10. Once again, Twins to the far side, staying in the eye. Barnes surveys the field. Takes a snap, hands off to Walton. Walton met once again right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to plow forward, get about 1, maybe 2 on that, as it'll bring up 2nd and 8. Thomas Burris and Tate Shepard both in on the tackle there once again. It's like a gain of 1 for a 2nd and 9. Single receiver to the far side, now a wing to the right side with a tight end. They're going to try to hand it off quickly to the inside, and that's going to go to O'Rafferty. He's met, but not before picking up about 5 on that. 4, as Gage Duncan meets him at the 40. And now a 3rd and 5 once again for Dayton City.
Solid play there by the Sweat Bees. That handoff, I got to commend Jack Barnes. He can fake that handoff real well. I bet on it a little bit, honestly.
And so just that little quick inside handoff. He's coming back with the left hand that looks like he's going to hand off, but he's got the ball on the right and on that little trap play. So Dayton City looks like they're going to get one more play off in this quarter. Barnes lines down, takes a snap. He fakes, pitches out to the outside. This time it's going to be Walton again. He is tackled by the Indians, number 12, Braden Goodman, and number 1, Sawyer Barnes. Looks like he's going to be just short of the line to gain. That's going to be at the 36-yard line. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Indians leading at 8-0 over Dayton City. We'll take a break. Come back here with second quarter action on Oneida Indians Live and the IH Sports Network.
Golly.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Respect, compassion, integrity, commitment, community. Those are a few of the principles that guide Mountain People's Health Councils in everything we do. We respect our patients and their need for quality health care. We have compassion on those that are sick and hurting and need help. We are committed to do everything we can to help those in need. And we're focused on providing our friends, family, and neighbors with the very best health care available.
Second quarter action here in the TMSAA Area 2 semifinals is getting ready to get underway. Oneida and Dayton City as the Indians leading it 8-0. Bo Kidd and Jonathan Markham here with the call as Dayton City faced with a 4th and 1. They got the Indians to come off sides the last time here. It's going to be a straight sneak right up the gut this time.
I think they got it.
Oh, there's no question. He was able to pick that up. That was Barnes right up the gut. And he's going to pick up a first down and give Dayton City a fresh set of downs. Host of Indians there on the stop. To be Burris and Pike in there on the stops in the middle, but not before a 2-yard gain and a first down for Dayton City.
Is that a high school jersey that number 81's wearing?
It may be. I think he's the only one that does not have the orange trim on the shoulder pads for Oneida. Barnes under center, the Twins to the right. Once again, they hand it off to Walton. Walton gets a breakthrough this time. He's going to pick up a few yards before he's met right around the 30. Looks like Gage Duncan, Tate Shepard in on the stop, but not before he picks up 4. And Dayton City now with a 2nd and 6.
Seeing a lot of physicality there from Walton. That's the kind of spirit you like to have in a ball player. Physical, not afraid to hit somebody.
Right now, Dayton City being very methodical, just sticking with what they know, trying to get the ball off tackle. Twins to the far side once again. This one's going to be another handoff to Walton. Walton met in the backfield this time.
Oh, my good. Can I say it?
I can't give you permission. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Mark Matthews would definitely be handing out a
I won't say it this time.
We hear it in the background.
I won't say it this time.
He's giving it to us in spirit right there.
Yep.
But Tate Shepard meets him in the backfield. It's a loss of 1, and now a 3rd and 7 for the Sweat Bees. 8-0 Indians lead. 5:53 to go here in the first half. I formation, receiver to each side. Looking for the quick pass. This one's tipped, and it is incomplete. Back there on the breakup was Parker Burke as Barnes was looking for Sanchez.
It's an interesting play call. Well defended by the Indians, though, I'll say that.
So now 4th and 7. This is that area where you're at the 31-yard line. A punt's not really going to be much of a field flip, especially you don't want to punt it to Cannon Gazay, as you saw what happened the last time as he took it 70 yards to the house. So Dayton City going to go for it here. Twins to the left, shotgun formation. Back to pass, no. He's going to be gobbled up in the backfield. That is number 0, Caden Keaton, on the stop with the sack, and that will be a turnover on downs. The Indians get the ball right around the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Johnny, that right there was just heads-up defensive play by the Indians.
I'm telling you, man, this Indians defense has been they've clearly been coached well. They know what they're doing. They're able to just make the plays when they need to be made.
Receiver to each side. Klein back in the gun. He'll hand it off to Duncan. He's going to try to bounce it out to the outside. Gets one block, sheds a tackler, gets through another one. Now he finds some open green, and he's off to the races. 45, 40, looking for another block, gets it. He's at the 30, 25, 20. Can he get past the last one? No, he will not. He'll be drug out of bounds, but a late flag coming in behind the play as Oneida looks like they're going to get the yardage, but they may be coming back a little bit for possibly a block in the back. Ball's going to be spotted currently at the 13. We'll get the call from the official. No, it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct. So
think happened there? Think somebody said something?
May have been some type of a taunt or something of that nature. But it should be, if it was dead ball, would it go from the end of the play or would it go from the spot of the infraction? That's the question, because that's going to make a big difference. It should go from the end of the play if it was dead ball. Which, if that's the case, the ball will go to the 28. If it goes from the end of the play, it should bring it back to the 28-yard line of the Indians. It'll still be a first down, but right now they're discussing whether it should go from the spot of the infraction. If that's the case, it looks like they're going to mark it off from the 29. That'd bring it all the way back to the 44, so it'd be a 16-yard difference.
And that brings it back to the 33-yard line. First and 10.
Ball's at the 32, so they're going to mark that off from the 17. So the Indians will have it first and 10 from the 32. Klein back to pass. He's going to look for Caden Keaton. He makes a nice
catch.
Nice jumping catch by Caden Keaton. That picks up a little bit of that yardage back. It should be a first down. It's down to the 16. That is enough for a first down.
No, he definitely looked like his brother there, making those big jumping catches. I'm telling you, Caden Keaton, he's an 8th grader. Coming up next year, he's going to be something special. I'm telling you.
Very athletic. A lot of athletes coming up from the 8th grade here next year for Coach Jimmy May and crew. Of course, tomorrow night, the Indians traveling over to Seymour. They'll take on the Lions of the Kings Academy. 7:30 kickoff. You'll have that right here on IH Sports Network. Another fumbled handoff, and Klein tried to hand that one off as he was able to get back on it. The Indians do get back on it. It's going to be a loss of 1. And it'll be 2nd and 11. The second handoff or second snap that's been bobbled tonight by the Indians.
Yeah, you hate to see it.
Something that I'm sure Coach Terry is eager to speak with his team about at the half. Twins to the far side. Klein back in the gun. He's got Gazay to his left. Snap goes back. He'll throw it out to the left side to Gazay. Gazay going to try to make a move. He makes one move, but he's not going to get away from Mr. Sam Walton, as Walton will stop him for, it looks like, a loss of 2. So now the Indians faced with a 3rd and 13 from their own from the Sweat Bees 19.
I believe it's something that's doable with this offense, but I mean, it's hard for any football team, no matter the offense, to.
Anything 3rd and behind the sticks is there's not a whole lot of plays in the playbook for it, I promise. 2:45 and ticking. Back into the gun once again. Klein with it. He's going to launch it out to the right. He's going to find.
What a catch.
Cannon Gazay, and it's another touchdown for the Indians.
And here comes Cannon Gazay again. Like I said, what can this kid not do? He's got a return touchdown and a receiving touchdown now. I mean, golly, this kid's amazing.
Gazay finds the end zone for the second time tonight. The Indians lead it 14-0. And now it looks like they're going to go for 2 once again.
I remember that always being a part of Jason Terry's offensive game plan. There's not a lot of PATs. It's a lot of 2-point conversions that they attempt.
He does have a couple kickers on the team this year. They've had a few attempts at some extra points this year, but if you can extend that lead right now and put it away, if you're Oneida, you want to try to do that as much as possible. Klein will line up under center. It's an I formation, Twins to the left side. He'll turn, hand it off to Duncan. Duncan Going to try to get to the outside to the right. Can he get there? He will. He'll turn the corner, and he's in. It's a 2-point conversion for Oneida, and they'll lead it 16-0. 2:36 to play here in the first half. We'll be back here on Oneida Indians Live on the IH Sports Network.
If you're a DIYer, Lumber King is your supplier. Equipment and tools? We got it. Paint and cleaning supplies? We got it. Rugged apparel and lawn care? We got that too. Visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee to make all your DIY dreams come true.
The superior technology of fiber optics carries a communication signal that is more robust and reliable than older technologies. Connecting homes and businesses directly to fiber optic networks enables enormous improvements in what bandwidth devices are capable of delivering. Experience Highland Communications' world-class broadband, delivered over Highland Telephone Cooperative's fiber optic network to make your online experience extraordinary. Highland Telephone and Highland Communications. World-class connections with a local, hometown touch.
Number 16, Sam Walton, picked that one up as the kick was by Klein. He picked it up at the 16. And he'll be wrestled down at the 25. Mason Bruce in on the tackle for the Indians. So now Dayton City with 2:30 to play in the first half. They'll get it on the 25 where they'll have it 1st and 10. Dayton City going to have to try to find some type of offense here to try to get back into this contest against Oneida. Right now, defensively, though, Oneida been pretty stout.
Very stout.
Barnes in under center once again in the eye. Turns around, he'll hand it to Walton. Walton off right tackle. He'll get through, pick up about 5 before he's met by a host of Indians.
There's a lot of people in on that tackle.
Looks like Tate Shepard in on that one, along with number 81, Bryson King. And number 56, I believe that is, looks to be Tanner Pike. 2nd and 5 for Dayton City. Now they in the shotgun. Twins to the left, now motion to the left side to make it trips. Back to him, and now Barnes keeps it on his own. But once again, meeting him right at the line of scrimmage is Tate Shepard.
That was Tanner Pike.
Oh, excuse me, Tanner Pike. I apologize. Tanner Pike meets him at the line of scrimmage, but not before he picks up 3. So now 3rd and 2 with a minute and a half to play here in the first half. Dayton City, they're sticking with what they know. They've still not brought out that big play just yet. Hand it off. It's Walton. I don't know. He may have spun and got that. It's going to be very close. It depends on the spot. And the spot from the far side, Judge, is going to be enough for a first down.
Just another physical play by Dayton City. Like you said, very methodical, very physical, leaning on that run game.
But now with under a minute to play, you've still got 2 timeouts if you're Dayton City, and now they're trying to hurry up to the ball. Under center, in the eye. Turns around, he fakes the handoff. He's looking to pass over the middle, and it's complete. That's a nice play right there by Dayton City as that pass was completed to number 22. That's Raiden King. He gets it all the way down into Oneida territory. Mason Bruce with the tackle, but not before they get it all the way down to the Oneida 42-yard line where they'll have it 1st and 10.
Man, we were just talking about them playing methodical, and there's a big chunk play for them on the pass game.
And spikes it down to stop the clock with 32 seconds to play here in the first half. Holding on to those timeouts right now, so it's going to be a 2nd and 10 after the spike.
I think we're going to see a lot of that offense, that hurry-up pass offense coming from Dayton City. I think they're going to change their entire offensive outlook right now. Oneida defensively looks like they're going to drop 3 back in coverage right off the bat into more of a, I guess you would say, a prevent style. Trying to not allow a score here in the first half and take that 16-0 lead into the half. I formation once again, wing to the right, wide out here to the near side. They fake the handoff once again. This one back across the middle, and it's intercepted. The Indians get it. It's Gage Duncan with the pick as he stepped right in front of Raiden King. And Oneida takes over at the 37-yard line, where they have it 1st and 10 with 25.7 to play in the first half.
Man, that's good coverage. That's a momentum killer right there.
So now what does Jason Terry have in his playbook here for 25 seconds? Trips to the right. Shotgun. Klein takes the snap, fires it over to the near side. It's complete to Barnes. Barnes tackled, though, quickly by number 21. And that's Jack Barnes with the tackle. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout going to be called by Jason Terry and the Indians. 16.6 left. 30-second break. We'll be back here on OIL and the IH Sports Network.
Forget the bucket. Stop buying those expensive car care products. For a supreme clean, visit TNT Car Wash in Oneida. TNT Car Wash features the latest in automatic car wash technology. Our wash bays offer friction or touchless options that are tough on road grime, but gentle on your car's finish. These feature-packed automatics give you complete control of the wash. Want to wash it yourself? TNT also has traditional wash bays. And don't forget the interior. Both vacuum and shampoo stations available. For a dynamite clean, TNT Car Wash Oneida.
Back here on the IH Sports Network on Oneida Indians Live. 16.6 seconds to remain here in the first half. Oneida with a 16-0 lead. And they are already back out and lined up ready to go. Trips to the far side of the field as Klein in the gun. Motion to the near side. Klein takes it. Fakes the handoff. Throws it up. It's going to be complete to Caden Keaton. He does not get out of bounds. He's tackled by number 11, Reed, and number 2, Noble.
It's a massive chunk play there for Oneida. Just driving down that field. Caden Keaton.
Ball's down to the 37 of Dayton City before the Indians take another timeout. We'll take the same 30 seconds with 8.5 to go here in the first half. Oneida 16, Dayton City nothing.
I'm Blake Culver, new market leader at United Cumberland Bank. While I'm new to the bank, I'm not new to banking. I come with many years' experience and a lot of relationships built. I'm really excited about what the bank is looking at doing here and growing our relationships and growing our presence in the Scott County market. I think it's a good opportunity and a good time to give United Cumberland Bank a look.
8.5 seconds left to go here in the first half as Oneida leads Dayton City 16-0 here on Oneida Indians Live in the IH Sports Network. Thank you all for joining us here. Bo Kidd, Jonathan Markham with the call as the Indians looking to add one more if they can get there. They've still got one timeout remaining as they line it up. They're in the gun once again, a receiver to each side as Klein takes a snap, looks to his right. He's looking for Gazay. That one just overthrown.
Almost intercepted.
So 3.2 seconds left to go now with 2nd and 10. So now if you're Oneida, it's all or nothing with this last play. Now timeout going to be called by Jason Terry. He's going to take his final one. We'll take the same 30 seconds. We'll be back here on Oneida Indians Live in the IH Sports Network.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to those who have supported South Fork Physical Therapy for the past 20 years. Because of you, we have been able to live and work in the community we love. We appreciate you, Scott County.
Back here on Oneida Indians Live in the IH Sports Network, 16-0. The Indians lead at 3.2 seconds left to go in the first half as Oneida looks to add to that lead before they head to the locker room here this evening in the semifinals of the TMSAA Area 2 playoffs. Wide receiver to each side, running back to each side. Now in motion goes Gazay. Gazay, the throw over to him. He makes the catch. He is complete. Now he's going to have to make somebody miss, and he's going to be tackled at the 28-yard line on the completion. He was tackled by number 21, Jack Barnes, and that is the end of the half. Oneida takes a 16-0 lead into the locker room back here in 2 minutes on Oneida Indians Live in the IH Sports Network.
Vigilance Security and Technology offers cutting-edge security solutions tailored for industrial, commercial, and residential spaces. With our 4K resolution cameras, expert installation, and comprehensive networking services, you'll experience unparalleled clarity and peace of mind. Secure your future with the team that goes the extra mile. Call Vigilance today. 423-286-3533.
Tommy's Motorsports is East Tennessee's premier power sports dealership. We're a full-service dealership offering sales, parts, and service with 2 locations to serve you. In Clinton, you'll find Kawasaki, Suzuki, Yamaha, Wave Runner, Polaris, Slingshot, and Homestead trailers. In Crossville, you'll find Honda, Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, Bad Boy, Roxor, and Yamaha. Come in today and see why Tommy's Motorsports has developed the highest reputation for quality and customer service.
Since 2004, we have had the privilege to treat and forge relationships with so many in our community. Over the years, it has been our goal to provide caring, effective, and professional care to the people of Scott and surrounding counties. From the sidelines to the clinic, our staff supports the student athletes and coaches of our schools. As we celebrate 20 years of South Fork Physical Therapy, we want to say thank you for trusting us for all of your physical therapy needs.
My name is Wayne King. I'm owner-operator of Baby J's Pizza. We've been in business since 2017, and we think we have the best pizza in town. We have our regular hand-tossed pizzas. We have thin crust. We have thin crust cauliflower. We also offer vegan. We also offer dairy-free, gluten-free. We have low-carb, no-carb. We have a wide variety because we want to serve the best customer base possible and give everybody the opportunity to experience a good pizza.
Twin K Enterprises is more than just concrete. We have all sizes of septic tanks available, poured on site at our Oneida plant with quality you expect from Twin K products, and state certified in both Tennessee and Kentucky. We also offer rock and gravel for your next driveway project, landscaping rock, sand, and concrete supplies, and of course, delivery is always available. Make Twin K a part of your next home improvement project. Call 569-6341.
If you vape, you could be inhaling toxic metals into your lungs. To show how scary that is, we made metal monsters. With special effects that show metal particles being inhaled. And music that would make your heart race. But nothing is as scary as the facts. Vaping can deliver toxic metals like nickel and lead into your lungs. That's metal in your lungs.
Tail sleep.
Danny's Drugs has been dedicated to providing patients with quality healthcare services since 1966. From our beginnings as a fountain drugstore to our current location on the 4th Lane in Oneida, one thing has remained the same: exceptional service. Our staff of highly motivated and carefully trained professionals understand your needs and respond to them in a personal and friendly manner. Our staff works together as a team to provide the finest patient care available. That's Danny's Drugs, putting patients first since 1966.
Halftime here at Jim May Stadium in the TMSAA Area 2 semifinals. Bo Kidd and Jonathan Markham here, and the Indians leading the Sweat Bees of Dayton City 16-0. Johnny, first half, Dayton City had some opportunities, got some first downs, was just unable to make that real big play to break one away. Oneida currently in the locker room with a 16-point lead.
The story has been the Oneida defense, I'll say, especially Tate Shepard. I don't think there was a tackle in there that he wasn't in the vicinity of. I mean, goodness. And the Oneida offense has played great as well. We saw that return touchdown and the receiving touchdown from Cannon Gazay. A couple of 2-point conversions scored, maybe just one.
No, 2, you're right.
2, yep. I mean, it's a good game overall for the Indians.
Yeah, uncharacteristically right now, Oneida leading 16-0 and not having a rushing touchdown. It's a little uncharacteristic of them right now, but we'll take a look at the stats here as Dayton City has 4 first downs in the first half. They ran the ball 15 times for 33 yards. They've got 1 pass complete for 23 yards. So 19 plays, 56 yards of offense for them in the first half. They were led by Sam Walton with 10 carries for 28 yards. Jack Barnes is 1 of 3 through the air for 23 yards. Raiden King making that catch. Barnes does have an interception, though, as well in the ball game. Oneida right now 7 first downs. They've ran the ball 7 times for 71 yards. Job Klein 6 of 9 through the air for 73 yards. So 16 plays, 144 yards of offense for Oneida in this one right now. Gage Duncan, the leading rusher for Oneida, 3 carries for 55 yards. He broke away on that 52-yarder. If you remember that, part of it was called back because of the unsportsmanlike conduct. Cannon Gazay has 2 carries for 18 yards. Again, Klein, 6 of 9 through the air for 73 yards and the score. Cannon Gazay has 3 catches for 31. Caden Keaton has 2 catches for 32, and Sawyer Barnes has 1 for no yards. Defensively for Dayton City, leading tackler on the night is Jack Barnes. He's got a pair of tackles. Sammy Sanchez also has 2. Noah Noble has 2 as well. But you talked about it for Oneida. Tate Shepard, 8 total tackles already on the night. He's got 4 solos, 4 assisted, and a tackle for loss on the evening. Right now, defensively, Oneida they're doing everything they can to meet the Sweat Bees at the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely.
Tanner Pike also has 4 tackles there on the defensive line for Oneida. Mason Bruce and Gage Duncan each with 3 tackles as well. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the half. We're going to take about 3 minutes of break here, and we'll come back. We'll have second half action here shortly. Oneida leading Dayton City 16-0 here on Oneida Indians Live and the IH Sports Network.
Home-style cooking with friendly service in a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razak's. Razak's offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razak's has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. Razak's. Country cooking and great steaks.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
When your job requires concrete, call Twin K Enterprises. We take pride in both residential and commercial projects. Our concrete is state certified and lab tested with proven high strength mixed results. We have certified facility operators and mix design technicians to be sure our customers get the best mix the first time, every time. Twin K has 6 concrete plants to serve the entire Highway 27 corridor from Georgia to Kentucky. Twin K, call 569-6341.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Respect, compassion, integrity, commitment, community. Those are a few of the principles that guide Mountain People's Health Councils in everything we do. We respect our patients and their need for quality health care. We have compassion on those that are sick and hurting and need help. We are committed to do everything we can to help those in need. And we're focused on providing our friends, family, and neighbors with the very best health care available.
If you're a DIYer, Lumber King is your supplier. Equipment and tools, we got it. Paint and cleaning supplies, we got it. Rugged apparel and lawn care, we got that too. Visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee to make all your DIY dreams come true.
The superior technology of fiber optics carries a communication signal that is more robust and reliable than older technologies. Connecting homes and businesses directly to fiber optic networks enables enormous improvements in what bandwidth devices are capable of delivering. Experience Highland Communications' world-class broadband, delivered over Highland Telephone Cooperative's fiber optic network to make your online experience extraordinary. Highland Telephone and Highland Communications. World-class connections with a local, hometown touch.
Forget the bucket, stop buying those expensive car care products. For a supreme clean, visit TNT Car Wash in Oneida. TNT Car Wash features the latest in automatic car wash technology. Our wash bays offer friction or touchless options that are tough on road grime, but gentle on your car's finish. These feature-packed automatics give you complete control of the wash. Want to wash it yourself? TNT also has traditional wash bays. And don't forget the interior, both vacuum and shampoo stations available. For a dynamite clean, TNT Car Wash Oneida.
I'm Blake Culver, new market leader at United Cumberland Bank. While I'm new to the bank, I'm not new to banking. I come with many years' experience and a lot of relationships built. I'm really excited about what the bank is looking at doing here and growing our relationships and growing our presence in the Scott County market. I think it's a good opportunity and a good time to give United Cumberland Bank a look.
Third quarter action here, getting ready to get underway at Jim May Stadium here. Dr. Amy Thompson Field. Oneida leading Dayton City 16-0 in the semifinals of the TMSAA Area 2 postseason tournament. As Joe Klein back to kick. And this one is underway. It's going to take a couple of hops into the hands of Sam Walton at about the 22.
Solid return there.
He's going to get upfield. He's tackled by number 81 for the Indians. That's King, along with number 0. That is Keaton. He's going to get all the way up to about the 36-yard line. Also, Brantley Chambers in on that stop, I believe. So ball to 36, 1st and 10 for Dayton City. Back into the eye, Twins to the far side of the field. Barnes under center, takes a snap, hands it off to Walton. Walton, ball's loose. There's a scramble to get to it. Who comes up with it?
My money's on Dayton City.
It looks like Dayton City's going to come up with it. It's going to be a loss of 1. I believe it was Walton that got back on that. So now a loss of 1, 2nd and 11 for Dayton City. 7:20 to go here in the third quarter. Oneida looking for their fourth straight. I apologize. You said that they were there as well your 8th grade year. 4th straight trip to the state championship. Ball snapped, pitch out to the left side. It's Walton. Makes a move, but he is met in the backfield once again. This time it was Gage Duncan first there. And he's going to have a loss of 1. And now Dayton City back behind the sticks yet again for another 3rd down. It's 3rd and 12.
That's the thing about this Oneida defense. They know how to get in that backfield and stuff runs. Starting a lot of these drives from behind the sticks.
Yeah, now just 31 yards of rushing now for Dayton City entering this 3rd and 12. Twins to the wide side of the field, got one receiver to the near side and the gun. Now they'll motion out to the trips. And keeping it's going to be Barnes on the keeper. He makes a couple moves. There's a nice spin. He's hit at the 42 by Gage Duncan. Also in on the tackle is Keaton. And I believe that is Parker Burke as well. And now he makes it up to the 43-yard line where it's going to be 4th and 3 for the Sweat Bees.
Dayton City calls
and they
that
are
keeper.
Back in the I formation. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 3. Looking for the hard count. Tried to draw the Indians off sides. Oneida didn't budge. Back under center. They're going to go for it. Hand off to Walton. Does he get enough? No, he will not have enough for the first down. A turnover on downs gives the Indians great field position, as they're going to have it at at Dayton City's 44-yard line. Tanner Pike in on that stop along with Tate Shepard. And it's a turnover on downs. Oneida 1st and 10 now from the Dayton City 44.
It's just more tackles for the 2 leading tacklers on the night. That's all it is.
Those 2 young men have been very active in the backfield of Dayton City tonight. Oneida with short field. Receiver to the right. Tight end and a wing to the left. Split backfield in the shotgun is Klein. Handoff goes to Duncan. Duncan going to try to bounce it out to the outside. Burke with a nice block to the outside. As Duncan going to get upfield for about 9 or 10. And we've got a timeout on the field for an injured Sweat Bee. Looks to be number 22, Raiden King out there, who's injured. We'll take a break. Come back 16-0, 5:14 to go in the 3rd quarter here on Oneida Indians Live in the IH Sports Network.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to those who have supported South Fork Physical Therapy for the past 20 years. Because of you, we have been able to live and work in the community we love. We appreciate you, Scott County.
Back here on the IH Sports Network and Oneida Indians Live. 2nd and about a foot as the ball's turned around, handed off to Duncan once again. That's Gage Duncan once again. He'll be tackled there by number 16, Sam Walton, but not before he picks up about 6 for the first down.
It's hard to stop a rusher like Gage Duncan.
When he gets upfield the way that he does, it's very, very tough. No questions about that. So now clock runs. Indians with it inside the 30 now. And the first set of downs, 1st and 10. Single back formation. Got a tied end to the left, wing back to the right. And it's a handoff to Gazay. He's going to get to the corner. Does he stay in? No, he's going to be pushed out of bounds.
Man, I thought he was about to have the trio there. The return, the receiving, and the rushing.
Very close. Very, very close. Looks like he's going to step out right at the 9-yard line. So a gain of 20 for Gazay. Makes it 1st and goal on the 9. Receiver out to each side. Indians come out in the eye. Klein. Under center, turns around. He'll hand it off to Gazay once again. This time he's going to be met by Sam Walton and number 70.
They're trying to get it to him.
Colin Miller. Yeah, I believe you're right. I think they're trying to get that trifecta in there. Looks like about a gain of 3 on the play. It's going to be 2nd goal from the 6. Under 4 minutes to play now in the 3rd. Oneida back out in the eye. Now shotgun formation. Receiver, running back to each side. Gazay's to the right, Duncan's to the left. Klein back to pass. This one's intercepted in the end zone. And it looked like the intended receiver was number 6. The intended receiver was Rector. The Sweat Bees intercepted. Couldn't see who that was on the interception.
I'll tell you, it was a good play by whoever it was because that really wasn't an awful ball.
No, it was not. I think it was Rigby that may have intercepted that. Turn around. This one's handed off to Walton once again. He's going to plow forward and pick up a couple. Tate Shepard and Bryson King in on the tackle.
I was doing stats. I'll call the play. Pitch out. Here we go, running out to the far side. Takes it down there. Tate Shepard is over there, but I believe the main tackler there, if I could get a view on him, is number 13. That is Mason Bruce.
Also number 56, Tanner Pike in on that tackle. And looks like it's going to be a loss of 1 back to the 22, and that brings it now to 3rd and 8 for the Sweat Bees.
That might have to happen again. Bo's pulling double duty tonight, doing stats and play-by-play.
That's all right. That's the beauty of teamwork, Johnny.
Absolutely.
So Dayton City now faced with a 3rd and 8 currently on the night. Just 1 of 5 on 3rd down conversions. They did pick up a second one of those, though, on a penalty. Pass. No, fumble as Keaton causes the fumble, but a flag comes in, and that may be against the Indians. Looked like recovering the fumble for the Indians was Goodman on the far side, but I think it's going to be a face mask.
That's a hold. Nope.
It
is a face mask.
It's a personal foul face mask is what it is. So they're going to call that against the Indians, and that should be a 15-yard penalty, which would give them a 1st down. That's going to go from the spot of the foul.
But it was weird they were calling a holding on the defense.
Yeah, I mean, there is holding on the defense.
Not for plays like that.
Not for plays like that, no. So a minute 44 to play here in the third, and Dayton City now with another first down and 10. Hand it off to the inside. That's throw Rafferty on the run. Gets a nice gain there. He's going to pick up about 9 before he's brought down by the Indians' number 12, Raiden Goodman. But not before he gets all the way up to the 45-yard line, and it's 2nd and 1.
It was just a good job to find space. Good blocking, too.
Quick little inside handoff, found a gap, and was able to bust out for 9. 1 minute, just over a minute to play here in the third. Hand off to Walton once again. He goes to the outside, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. Dayton City now getting something rolling. Tackle was made by Duncan and Bruce, but this ball's out now to the 49-yard line of Dayton City, and they have a fresh set of downs. Sounds like we're going to have some time added back onto the clock. Going to be right at 55 seconds. And now the clock runs. Turn around, the handoff back to Walton once again. They're going to make it just across the midfield stripe before Tate Shepard finds Walton once again. This one's going to get down to about the Oneida 48-yard line, but it's a gain of 3. And now Dayton City getting something rolling here with 30 seconds to play here in the quarter, and a 2nd and 7. Back in the aisle once again, near side receiver. Wing back to the right. Barnes turns. Fakes the handoff. Now he's going to be flushed. That's a pitch to the lineman, so that's going to be illegal touching penalty as this ball is going, or flag's going to be thrown. And that's going to be illegal touching on Dayton City. I would venture to say Coach Terry of Oneida may decline that penalty. That's what it is an illegal touching. So, no, actually it gets added, and it's a loss of down. I apologize.
Well, all right then.
So it's 5 yards from the point of infraction. So that moves it back to the 37 of Dayton City.
They're not going to get another playoff, though.
No, they're not going to get another play here. So now a 3rd and 22 as we are at the end of the third. Oneida leading 16-0 over Dayton City. Fourth quarter action coming up here shortly on the Oneida Indians Live and the IH Sports Network.
Vigilance Security and Technology offers cutting-edge security solutions tailored for industrial, commercial, and residential spaces. With our 4K resolution cameras, expert installation, and comprehensive networking services, you'll experience unparalleled clarity and peace of mind. Secure your future with the team that goes the extra mile. Call Vigilance today. 423-286-3533.
Tommy's Motorsports is East Tennessee's premier power sports dealership. We're a full-service dealership offering sales, parts, and service with 2 locations to serve you. In Clinton, you'll find Kawasaki, Suzuki, Yamaha, Wave Runner, Polaris, Slingshot, and Homestead trailers. In Crossville, you'll find Honda, Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, Bad Boy, Roxor, and Yamaha. Come in today and see why Tommy's Motorsports has developed the highest reputation for quality and customer service.
The Sweat Bees of Dayton City have possession here to start the fourth quarter, but they trail 16-0 to the hosting Indians of Oneida Middle School here in the TMSAA Area 2 semifinals here on Oneida Indians Live in the IH Sports Network. Bo Kidd and Jonathan Markham here with the call this evening. 3rd and 21 here on the 37-yard line of Dayton City. And just looking here, Johnny, I was looking at something in between the quarters here. Dayton City has possessed the ball almost 16 and a half minutes of this ball game, but Oneida has just had the big plays to break away from this, or for this lead. Dayton City with the eye. They're going to fake. It's a screen play. This is going to be over to number 30, and I'm afraid we're going to get a penalty here on the Indians, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a roughing the passer.
It's another big tackle by Tate Shepard, though, if there wasn't a penalty on that play.
And it is a personal foul, roughing the passer against the Indians. The ball's at the 39 of Dayton City. Now, it is a 15-yard penalty. Does it become an automatic first down, though? And they are going to say that it's an automatic first down. So that brings it up to the 46 of Oneida, where Dayton City's going to have it 1st and 10. Clock runs, though, 7:45. Dayton City hands it off. It's Walton. Walton finds a little bit of a hole. He's going to get a few yards before he's met by a host of Indians. Shepard in on the tackle along with Duncan. And Pike. And now we've got a cramp here for a sweat bee of Dayton City. Ball gets up to the, looks to be the 43 of Oneida, so it's going to be a gain of 3. And it's now 2nd and 7 for Dayton City.
Well, I'll be honest, this is exciting to me because we're seeing a little bit of a spark out of this Dayton City offense. I mean, it's still methodical. That's just the way they play offense, obviously. But they're making plays that they probably would not have made in the first half. Oneida's defense still holding strong, as always. But I'm excited to see where this goes.
Yeah, the Sweat Bees starting to find some blocks downfield to be able to spring some little bit of extra action out there for Dayton City. But, again, right now, you just about have to look at the clock. Down 16 with 7.5 to play. Oneida's done pretty well offensively. I believe you're just about in 4-down territory wherever you're at here. I don't think a punt is even a viable option if you are Dayton City.
Wouldn't say so.
I formation, receiver to the left. And they hand it off. Quickly up the middle goes O'Rafferty. But O'Rafferty is met right in the middle there by Tate Shepard yet again. It will be a gain of 2 up to the 41 of Oneida, but it brings up a 3rd and 5 now for Dayton City.
I mean, I think they can do it. Absolutely, I do. Like I said, the spark in this offense, I don't know what speech their coaches gave to them at halftime, but it's working. It sure is.
Dayton City now comes back out, 3rd and 5. Another I formation, now twins to the near side. Barnes surveys the field. Turns, hands it off. Nice run, and it's going to be very close to first down yardage.
If you ask me, it is a first down, but I'm not the official, obviously.
That handoff went back to Sammy Sanchez, and that gets up to the 35-yard line. That is enough for a first down, Dayton City.
Maybe I should be an official.
6:22 to play. Sanchez now deep in the backfield. Again, they draw the Indians off sides. Nickel and diming them down the field is Jack Barnes. So now a 1st and 5 from the 30. Clock will run on the whistle. So now 6:10 to play. 1st and 5 from the 30. Here comes Dayton City. I formation, tight end and a wing to the right. Turns the handoff quick inside to Flaherty. To O'Rafferty. A host of Indians will take him down, including Duncan, Gazay, and that is a pickup of to the 20. Excuse me, it's to the 23, and that's first down. Hand off again to the inside. This one's O'Rafferty again. He's tackled on by number 12, Goodman. It's a pickup of 1. Gets down to the 22-yard line, 2nd and 9 now with 5:25 to play in the ball game.
Honestly, that's one of the more negative plays they've had in a minute. Honestly, this offense has got some fire underneath it.
I formation, Twins to the near side. Under center goes Barnes. Turns, hands it off to Sanchez. Sanchez breaks through the right side of the line. He's still powering forward. He's going to pick up about 4 here. Shepard.
I'm still amazed
Duncan.
by what Tate Shepard is doing.
And Burris in on the tackle. Gets it down to the 18-yard line, so now 3rd and 5. 4.5 to play. Dayton City looking to find the end zone and cut into this Indians lead. Barnes tries the hard count once again. This time he'll pull back and look to see something from the sidelines. Another handoff to Sanchez. He breaks through the line, gets through 1. He will be wrapped up, though, by Gage Duncan. But not before he gets across the 15-yard line. Is there a flag on the play? There is a flag on the play, and it is a face mask against the Indians.
Well.
So that'll go from the end of the run, and that'll be half the distance to the goal from the 14. That takes it down to the 7, so it is 1st and goal for Dayton City. By far their most established drive of the contest here. Clock runs, 4:10 to play. Barnes under center, in the eye, Twins to the right. Hands it off to Sanchez. He'll go through the left side of the line. Burris there. Dylan Vaughn in also on the tackle. And that's going to get down to the 5, 2nd and goal from the 5. 3:40 and ticking. Dayton City on the ball quickly. Barnes under center, turns. Now he'll fake. This one nearly picked off as they were looking for O'Rafferty in the flats, and Gazay nearly had a pick 6. If he gets his hands on that one and actually is able to secure that one, he may be still running.
Yeah. Goodness. That'd be another touchdown for him, too, I'd say. But I don't know. I think this offense can punch it in here. I really think they can.
3rd and goal, 3:26 to play. Motion to the right. Now Twins to the right with the I formation. Another handoff. This one to Sanchez. He's stuck right at the 5-yard line. It's Tate Shepard and Gage Duncan. They'll stop him. They're going to give him forward progress to the 4, where it's going to be 4th and goal. And a timeout's going to be called on the far side by Dayton City. We'll take the same, 16-0. The Indians lead it. 3:06 to play, 4th quarter here on Oneida Indians Live in the IH Sports Network.
Since 2004, we have had the privilege to treat and forge relationships with so many in our community. Over the years, it has been our goal to provide caring, effective, and professional care to the people of Scott and surrounding counties. From the sidelines to the clinic, our staff supports the student athletes and coaches of our schools. As we celebrate 20 years of South Fork Physical Therapy, we want to say thank you for trusting us for all of your physical therapy needs.
.309 remains in the contest. The Indians leading Dayton City 16-0, and Dayton City on the doorstep here with a 4th and goal on the 4. If you are Dayton City's coach, Luke Barnes, what are you talking to your team about over on the sidelines?
I mean, honestly, I'd just say, we're in here. It's late in the game. This drive has lasted over a quarter and a half. We're playing methodical football. We better get something out of it. If I'm the coach, I'm saying punch it in there. We're going for the touchdown.
I believe if you count the penalties as plays, which is what my program does, this is the 23rd play of this drive. 3:06, Barnes under center, fakes the handoff. Looking to the back of the end zone, it's going to be incomplete.
Just barely incomplete.
He was throwing into coverage back there in the corner. The intended target was number 16, Sam Walton, but it's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Indians will take over at their own 4-yard line, 1st and 10 with 3:03 remaining.
Not necessarily right now, but probably later. I'd like to know how many turnover on downs we had this game.
I think that's the 3rd one that we forced.
I say it seems like we've had a lot.
I think it's the 3rd one that Oneida has forced in this contest. So now if you're Oneida, it's all about getting the first downs and just securing the football.
It's about all you can do at this point with so little time left in the game.
Shotgun formation, a receiver to each side and a running back to each side, and they'll hand it off. This is Gazay getting to the outside. He finds the corner. He's going to be forced out of bounds by number 11. That is Christopher Reed, but not before he gets Oneida out of the red zone, their own red zone, gets it all the way up to the 20, looks like the 24-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians, a 20-yard pickup.
More solid play out of Cannon Gazay. I'm telling you, man, this kid's something special.
Young man has had a good night tonight. That's 64 yards of rushing now for him on the evening to go along with his 31 receiving and his 70-yard punt return for a touchdown. 2:57 to play. Oneida 1st and 10 now from their own 24. Motion to the right. This one's a handoff to Duncan. He's going to find a corner. Lowers his shoulder and is brought down by number 2. That is Noah Noble out on the far side. But not before he picks up 6. It's going to be 2nd and 4 with 2:38 to play. Good hard running downfield by Gage Duncan.
Absolutely. That's what you're going to get with him always, because he has a certain combination of both elusiveness and physicality that you don't see in running backs very often. And it's amazing to watch him run.
And does not mind to lower the boom if he absolutely has to.
Absolutely.
Shotgun formation once again, a receiver to each side, a running back to each side, and that's going to be a false start against the Indians. A little bit of early motion here on this near sideline, and that'll back the Indians up 5. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Dayton City certainly have a commanding lead in the penalty battle. So, especially just in this half. There's been a lot of penalties called on Oneida.
Dayton City only 1 penalty on the night for 5 yards. Oneida 8 penalties now for 77 yards.
And you wonder how much this affects the momentum between Oneida and Dayton City and just how in control each team is.
Well, Coach Terry talked about it earlier today. I got to speak with him before the game, and he said we've got to play a clean game and to make sure that we win this. He's going to look at the penalty yards tonight and not be very happy about it, but his team has played clean everywhere else to make this win possible.
For sure.
I formation, a receiver to each side. The Indians pitch it off now. This is Gazay. He's going to find a corner. Is he going to make the corner? To the 50, 45, 40. He's got one man to beat. He moves to the inside. He breaks the tackle. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cannon Gazay. With a minute and a half to go, the Indians just iced this one off. 6 more for Oneida, makes it 22-0 here in the fourth.
We were talking about earlier about the trifecta. There it is, a return, a receiving, and a rushing. He's got every one now.
Cannon Gazay making his mark this evening now. Just broke that one for 75 yards, puts him up to 139 yards of rushing on the night. For that young man, what a night.
I'm very impressed.
Indians will go for 2. Klein in the shotgun, running back to each side. Motion comes Keaton. They hand it off to Duncan. Duncan, no, they do not. It's a fake. They try to throw it over here to Keaton. It's going to be batted down, but the Indians lead 22-0. A minute and a half to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back here in 30 seconds on Oneida Indians Live and the IH Sports Network.
My name is Wayne King. I'm owner-operator of Baby J's Pizza. We've been in business since 2017, and we think we have the best pizza in town. We have our regular hand-tossed pizzas. We have thin crust. We have thin crust cauliflower. We also offer vegan. We also offer dairy-free, gluten-free. We have low-carb, no-carb. We have a wide variety because we want to serve the best customer base possible and give everybody the opportunity to experience a good pizza.
Back here on Oneida Indians Live and the IH Sports Network. A minute 30 left to go, and Oneida leads Dayton City 22-0 as Joe Klein will tee it up here to kick it away to the Sweat Bees. Back deep for Dayton City is Walton. As it's going to trickle over his way, he'll pick it up at the 20.
He's still going.
Sam
He's
Walton
still going.
Breaking over right over midfield before Gage Duncan is able to corral him. That ball is going to get all the way down to the Oneida 48-yard line.
It's an amazing return. Really good yardage. Found some open space, made a couple people miss.
I picked up 32 on that kick return. So now Dayton City with the ball at the Oneida 48, 1st and 10, minute 19 to play. Now trying to prevent the shutout for Oneida. This would be Oneida's 4th shutout of the season if they're able to hold on to it. Barnes, under center in the eye. Turns, the handoff is to O'Rafferty. He looks to the outside, but he is met at the 45 by number 12. That is Raiden Goodman, as well as Gage Duncan.
See that little sneaky behind the back handoff he did there? I like it. I like it.
Brings up, it's a gain of 3, brings up 2nd and 7.
The clock is going to keep running, though.
.40 seconds to play. I formation, a receiver to each side. Barnes under center. Takes a snap. Hands off. This is to Sanchez. Sanchez brought down by Shepard. And Pike gets down to the 42-yard line, 3rd and 4, but I believe that may be the ball game, gentlemen. As 10 seconds on the clock, and Dayton City's not going to get another play off, I don't believe.
They're going to try, though.
They're going to try their best to get one more play off. And they do get it off. Handoff's going to be to Sanchez. He's going to find the corner, but he's met by number 1, Sawyer Barnes, and that is the ball game. The Indians get the victory here this evening by a final score of 22-0. Indians will advance to next Saturday's TMSAA Area 2 Championship as they will face the Bulldogs of Wartburg Central at 3 p.m. as Oneida looks for the three-peat. We will be back with post-game comments and hopefully a interview with winning head coach Jason Terry here momentarily. Back in 2 minutes on Oneida Indians Live and the IH Sports Network.
Twin K Enterprises is more than just concrete. We have all sizes of septic tanks available, poured on site at our Oneida plant with quality you expect from Twin K products, and state certified in both Tennessee and Kentucky. We also offer rock and gravel for your next driveway project, landscaping rock, sand, and concrete supplies, and of course, delivery is always available. Make Twin K a part of your next home improvement project. Call 569-6341.
If you vape, you could be inhaling toxic metals into your lungs. To show how scary that is, we made Metal Monster. With special effects that show metal particles being inhaled. And music that would have made your heart race. But nothing is as scary as the facts. Vaping can deliver toxic metals like nickel and lead into your lungs. That's metal in your lungs.
Tail slate.
Danny's Drugs has been dedicated to providing patients with quality healthcare services since 1966. From our beginnings as a fountain drugstore to our current location on the 4-lane in Oneida, one thing has remained the same: exceptional service. Our staff of highly motivated and carefully trained professionals understand your needs and respond to them in a personal and friendly manner. Our staff works together as a team to provide the finest patient care available. That's Danny's Drugs, putting patients first since 1966.
Home-style cooking with friendly service in a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razax. Razax offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razax has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. Razax. Country cooking and great steaks.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
When your job requires concrete, call Twin K Enterprises. We take pride in both residential and commercial projects. Our concrete is state certified and lab tested with proven high strength mixed results. We have certified facility operators and mix design technicians to be sure our customers get the best mix the first time, every time. Twin K has 6 concrete plants to serve the entire Highway 27 corridor from Georgia to Kentucky. Twin K, call 569-6341.
Scenic Foods is about freshness. With meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables. And of course, a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Back here on Oneida Indians Live and the IH Sports Network, you see the scoreboard there as Oneida secures their 4th shutout of the season, and this one may be one of the bigger ones of the year as it secures their spot in the TMSAA Area 2 Championships next Saturday over at Campbell County High School in Jacksboro, Tennessee, as they will take on the Wartburg Central Middle School Bulldogs as they look for their third straight state championship. Bo Kid, Johnny Markham here with the call this evening. Johnny, statistically, if you look at the numbers, this was a game that was just dominated by Oneida.
Absolutely. Usually when these type of games, you talk about either the story being the offense or the story being the defense. There's no story this game. It's just Oneida played great. They came out there. They saw, they conquered. It's a good win for Oneida. They're going to the championships. It's a great time.
Dayton City put together a very impressive last drive there before a turnover on downs there as they were unable to find the end zone. Milked the clock, possibly about as good as any team that I have seen against the Indians this year. They held on to the ball for over 23 minutes of that ball game. Just an impressive feat by the Sweatbees.
That last drive that you were talking about lasted, I believe, over a quarter and a half. I like their offense. It's a methodical football. You know, it's hard-nosed. They get in there, they run the clock, and they make plays. They do. They get small yardage that turns into big yardage when it all gets added up.
Oneida, once again, just dominating the statistical category over on the night. We'll take a look at some statistics here as Dayton City finishes the night with 11 first downs. They ran the ball 36 times for 108 yards. They were 3 of 8 through the air for 15 yards. So 44 total plays, 123 yards. They had 18 of those plays on that last drive. Just a methodical drive. They were only penalized one time tonight for 5 yards. Sam Walton, your leading rusher for Dayton City, had 17 carries for 38 yards. Sammy Sanchez had 7 carries for 33 yards. Damian O'Rafferty had 7 for 26. Jack Barnes had 5 for 11. Barnes was also 3 of 7 through the air for 15 yards with an interception. Raiden King had 1 catch for 23. Damian O'Rafferty had 1 for 2. Easton Bell had 1 for -10. For the Indians, 14 carries on the night, 213 yards of rushing tonight for Oneida, 6 of 10 through the air for 73 yards, 24 plays, 286 yards of offense. The one negative that you would see statistically in this one, 8 penalties for 77 yards on the night for the Indians. But Cannon Gazay, what a night for that young man. Leads the way for Oneida on the ground, 6 carries, 139 yards and a touchdown.
Good night.
Gage Junkin with 6 carries for 76 yards on the night as well. Job Klein was 6 of 10 through the air for 73 yards with the touchdown and an interception. Gazay had 3 catches for 31 yards and a score. Caden Keaton had the most receiving yards, though, 2 catches for 42. And Sawyer Barnes had 1 catch for no yards. Defensively, Dayton City led on the night by Noah Noble and Sam Walton, each of those with 3 solo tackles on the night. Also an assisted tackle each. Jack Barnes, Raiden King, Sammy Sanchez, and Christopher Reed, all with 2 tackles on the night as well. Oneida, again, they only ran 24 plays, so there wasn't a whole lot of tackles for Dayton City in this one. But if you flip it over, Dayton City controlled the ball, controlled the time of possession most of the night, and Oneida's defensive statistics definitely show it. Tate Shepard on the night, 18 total tackles, 9 solos, 9 assisted, 2 tackles for loss on the evening for Tate. Gage Duncan with 14 total tackles. He had 6 solos, 8 assisted with a tackle for loss and an interception as well. Tanner Pike with 8 total tackles. Mason Bruce and Raiden Goodman each with 5. And Thomas Burris with 4 tackles as well. The Indians have 1 sack on the night, 5 total tackles for loss, an interception, and 2 pass breakups. We'll take another break and hopefully be joined back here by head coach Jason Terry here momentarily here on Oneida Indians Live and the IH Sports Network.
Respect, compassion, integrity, commitment, community. Those are a few of the principles that guide Mountain People's Health Councils in everything we do. We respect our patients and their need for quality health care. We have compassion on those that are sick and hurting and need help. We are committed to do everything we can to help those in need, and we're focused on providing our friends, family, and neighbors with the very best health care available.
If you're a DIYer, Lumber King is your supplier. Equipment and tools, we got it. Paint and cleaning supplies, we got it. Rugged apparel and lawn care, we got that too. Visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee to make all your DIY dreams come true.
The superior technology of fiber optics carries a communication signal that is more robust and reliable than older technologies. Connecting homes and businesses directly to fiber optic networks enables enormous improvements in what bandwidth devices are capable of delivering. Experience Highland Communications' world-class broadband, delivered over Highland Telephone Cooperative's fiber optic network to make your online experience extraordinary. Highland Telephone and Highland Communications. World-class connections with a local, hometown touch.
Forget the bucket. Stop buying those expensive car care products. For a supreme clean, visit TNT Car Wash in Oneida. TNT Car Wash features the latest in automatic car wash technology. Our wash bays offer friction or touchless options that are tough on road grime, but gentle on your car's finish. These feature-packed automatics give you complete control of the wash. Want to wash it yourself? TNT also has traditional wash bays. And don't forget the interior. Both vacuum and shampoo stations available. For a dynamite clean, TNT Car Wash Oneida.
I did see him like sprinting over.
I'm Blake Culver, new market leader at United Cumberland Bank. While I'm new to the bank, I'm not new to banking. I come with many years' experience and a lot of relationships built. I'm really excited about what the bank is looking at doing here and growing our relationships and growing our presence in the Scott County market. I think it's a good opportunity and a good time to give United Cumberland Bank a look.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to those who have supported South Fork Physical Therapy for the past 20 years. Because of you, we have been able to live and work in the community we love. We appreciate you, Scott County.
Vigilance Security and Technology offers cutting-edge security solutions tailored for industrial, commercial, and residential spaces. With our 4K resolution cameras, expert installation, and comprehensive networking services, you'll experience unparalleled clarity and peace of mind. Secure your future with the team that goes the extra mile. Call Vigilance today. 423-286-3533.
Tommy's Motorsports is East Tennessee's premier power sports dealership. We're a full-service dealership offering sales, parts, and service with 2 locations to serve you. In Clinton, you'll find Kawasaki, Suzuki, Yamaha, Wave Runner, Polaris, Slingshot, and Homestead trailers. In Crossville, you'll find Honda, Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, Bad Boy, Roxor, and Yamaha. Come in today and see why Tommy's Motorsports has developed the highest reputation for quality and customer service.
Since 2004, we have had the privilege to treat and forge relationships with so many in our community. Over the years, it has been our goal to provide caring, effective, and professional care to the people of Scott and surrounding counties. From the sidelines to the clinic, our staff supports the student athletes and coaches of our schools. As we celebrate 20 years of South Fork Physical Therapy, we want to say thank you for trusting us for all of your physical therapy needs.
My name is Wayne King. I'm owner-operator of Baby J's Pizza. We've been in business since 2017, and we think we have the best pizza in town. We have our regular hand-tossed pizzas. We have thin crust. We have thin crust cauliflower. We also offer vegan. We also offer dairy-free, gluten-free. We have low-carb, no-carb. We have a wide variety because we want to serve the best customer base possible and give everybody the opportunity to experience a good pizza.
And back here on Oneida Indians Live in the IH Sports Network, Bo Kidd here, as I'm joined by winning head coach Jason Terry. And, Coach, once again, we talked about it a little bit earlier on. Statistically, your guys basically just dominated about every facet of the ball game this evening.
Well, I'm glad the stats say that, because me standing on the side didn't seem that way. But I'll look at that stuff here.
You got 213 yards of rushing tonight, 73 passing. You ended up with 286 yards of offense. The one thing that we saw was the 8 penalties for 77 yards. I know that's something that you'll definitely be speaking to your player team about going into next week's championship, I guarantee you.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit. We've talked about it all year. Our kids, they're going so hard. They're giving us everything they got, and sometimes we get some unnecessary penalties. And we're not going to be able to do that next Saturday, I can assure you of that. So we got some stuff to clean up. But overall, I mean, anytime you can get a win, anytime you can get to your third ship in 3 years, we'll take it. So
we talked about the impact that your two running backs were going to have in this ball game with Gage Duncan and Cannon Gazay. Both of them had great nights in the backfield, but Cannon Gazay just seemed to be the one that really stood out tonight. 6 carries, 139 yards, and a touchdown for him tonight. Gage also with 6 carries and 76 yards on the night. So 215 yards of rushing between those two. You got to love that two-headed monster in the backfield.
Yeah, that's what I started to say. We've kind of got, two backs we can hand it to at any time. Cannon broke the one late there that sealed the deal for us, that probably put him over the top. But they both run so hard all the time. You feel confident handing either one of them the ball at any given time.
And what I wanted to talk to you about was defensively. Your defense tonight was exceptionally sharp, in my opinion, especially for the first 3 quarters of play. Dayton City did have that last drive that it seemed like they were able to prolong their offense. They controlled time of possession, but that's because they were trying to 2 and 3 yard you every single time.
Yeah, defense has played well all season long. You know that. I don't know how many yards they had.
They ended up with 123.
Okay. A lot of that came on the last drive, like you said. Coach Burge does an outstanding job, and I put them in some bad spots. I told the kids out there after the game, Coach called a bad game tonight. If anybody asks, you tell them. We try to hold them accountable, and I've got to be accountable too. I got away from maybe what I was wanting to do. Even though the numbers say we had a pretty good night, I called a bad game. Put the defense in some situations. So I take full responsibility to that. I'll be better next week.
Tate Shepard tonight finishes the night with 18 total tackles on the night. Gage Duncan had 14 as well. You had 5 total tackles for loss on the evening. But one of the players that I was really impressed with on the evening was actually Tanner Pike. He was really getting it done defensively, especially right there in the gut of the defensive line.
Yeah, they've got some good-sized, strong guys up there, and we knew that coming in there. And we tell our kids all the time, those that know football, those DTs, you may not make a tackle and you could be the MVP of the game. And that happens to us time and time again. When they're eating up blockers, it allows Tate Shepard, it allows Gage Duncan to have the numbers they have. So, yeah, I thought Tanner, I thought Thomas, everybody Burge put in there, Bryson, they all had an outstanding game, and they did exactly what they were coached to do.
So now you're looking at next week. You go Saturday over to Jacksboro. You're looking for your 3rd straight state championship. Again, in the way is going to be the Bulldogs of Wartburg Central. Tell us a little bit about what you know on Wartburg.
I've seen them a couple times this year when we've had off different nights playing, so they've got a heck of a football team, I can tell you that. If I counted right, they got somewhere between 53 and 55 players, so they got large numbers. They got lots of participation. That's great for them. They're big up front, got 2 great backs, a quarterback that can fling it, and receivers that can catch it. So we're going to enjoy this for the next 24, 48 hours, and then you can find me here Saturday and Sunday. So we'll get ready.
Any final thoughts on tonight's game?
No, just really, I don't look around very often, and even when I do to look for my wife, I don't really notice the crowd, but I did notice that we had a really good crowd. We always have great support. Appreciate all the fans. Appreciate all the businesses. I don't know who all was involved in this tonight, but we always appreciate IH. and all the businesses that put this on for those kids. Overall, again, I was tickled to death. Anytime you get a win, you'll take it, no matter how it is. Coach will be better next week.
I'd say we'll see IH over there next week as well. Tim Smith and Keith Adcock on the call, always a special thing to see on a Saturday for middle school football.
I really enjoy listening to those two call it. So it'll be a fun day. We're going to get to work on Monday and see if we can't have a good day.
Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
That was winning head coach Jason Terry for the Oneida Indians, as Oneida gets the victory tonight over Dayton City 22-0. They move on once again to next Saturday's TMSAA Area 2 Championship. They'll face the Bulldogs of Wartburg here at 3 o'clock on November the 2nd. For everybody involved with the broadcast this evening, Johnny Morcom on color commentary, Lucas Slaxton out on the cam this evening, as well as Clayton Posey, our on-site producer, Greg Bond always helping us out back at home base, Ben Garrett, our PA announcers, the Akers boys, as we like to call them, Kevin and Josh Akers. We thank everybody for that tonight. This is Bo Kid signing off. We'll see you next Saturday for the TMSAA Area 2 Championships here on IH Sports Network and Oneida Indians Live.